Let's quickly go through your points. So it says if a person asks for something from a created being who's kind, according to Allah's cosmic laws, is incapable of fulfilling that request. Now, why would this be shirk? If he's unable to fulfill that request, how are you putting the individual on the same level as Allah? Or how are you giving an attribute of Allah to this individual? So, based on the definition of shirk, how is this fitting there? Because what this person is doing, he's got a false belief. Okay, in this particular case, this person is incapable, so he's got a false belief, and then he's asking for something from this individual. Now, how is this person putting the person in the same level as Allah? So far, he hasn't done that, but you're saying is shirk. So that's an error there. Number one, I dealt with it. The second thing, it says this means that if someone asks something from the dead, that by nature the dead cannot do according to Allah's cosmic laws, they have committed shirk even if living people can fulfill the same request. Again, you're making an error there, which I think I've already highlighted in a different post. So yeah, I've highlighted that in a different post, that basically the dead can hear, the dead are able to, hatta there's even a hadith where he mentions the soul of the Prophet Muhammad re-enters and he gives a salam. So they're even alive from even a physical standpoint. They're even alive from that angle. There's even had the Quranic verse about the shaheed, that they are alive. So if you look at the Mufassirun, they said that from a great extent, what do you call it? The prophets are going to be alive. Because if the shaheed are alive, then the prophets are from a great extent they're going to be alive. Then there's many hadith that the prophets are alive in the grave, they're praying, etc. So yeah, that particular thing has been refuted, because you're saying by nature the dead cannot, according to Allah's cosmic laws. So I've disproved that already. So now let's go to the next one. You said if the request is made with the intention of worshipping that being, meaning considering an act of ibadah. Okay, yeah, this is true. These 2 points are true. That if the person is making the request and he has the intention of worshipping that being, so then yeah, of course, if you're worshipping, if you're doing ibadah to that being, it's going to be shirk and kufr. Same thing with this one. If the request is made with belief that this person is independent from Allah, he acts independently, yet again, that is going to be problematic. That's going to be shirk. Now the fifth one, asking someone for something that only Allah can do, I've already debunked that. It will be a worst case, that will be a false belief. It'll be haram, but it will not be shirk, because there's no, by definition, it doesn't fall under shirk. They mean requested from the person that go beyond Allah's cosmic law, while only Allah is the one who can grant them beauty. So I've dealt with already. Therefore, that person has no say in the matter, nor is such a request to be. I'm not sure if you're copying and pasting this from somewhere, bro. You need to try to keep it brief. So, anyways, therefore, that person has no say in the matter, nor is such a request to be made from them. In essence, you're asking them for something that Allah can grant, which is the ability to go beyond Allah's cosmic laws. Like a certain Turkish religious authority who, during turbulence on a plane, first sought Allah's help but was not relieved, so then he called upon Wali. The turbulence subsided, the idea being you cannot call upon Allah directly, a poor and sinful servant. And then he said, those who take awliya besides himself, you only worship them. So this verse doesn't apply, because it says worship, and those who do istighatha, they don't believe they do worship. And here you make a major error here. You say you cannot call upon Allah directly, a poor sinful servant. In fact, if you look in the hadith tradition, if you look at the sunnah tradition, there's many things that we do that are indirect in relation to Allah. So as an example, when we try to get closer to Allah, we might take care of our parents, and so we get closer to Allah in that way. So we have indirect means to get closer to Allah. We might do Umrah, we might go Hajj, we might kiss the black stone, which our sins are forgiven. So all of these things are indirect things that are getting our sins forgiven. Hatta, like, even when it comes to dua, we can make dua directly to Allah. We can also ask our family members to make dua. So these are all other means that we can utilize. So therefore, yes, Allah has given many means for us to utilize, indirect means, direct means for us to utilize. So if you're saying no, He hasn't, you'll be negating a massive, massive portion of Islam, um, and that would be on the level of kufr, by the way, because some of these things are very, very well established. If I bring you the evidences, it'll be like a book. I'll be bringing like a book to you, to show you how many indirect means there are towards Allah. So yeah, that attitude is incorrect. So yeah, I think I've answered all of that.